Good morning. Welcome back to Geezer in the Woods. As you can hear, it's raining today, shortly after the middle of February, so we deal with it. If you're new here, thanks for coming by. If you've been here before, thanks for returning. What we got going today, for the middle of February, yesterday was about 60 degrees. Today's supposed to be like 60 degrees. In the next 10 days, it's kind of like March. The forecast from the geniuses at the Weather Service say a couple of days of hot weather, a couple of days of cold, back to hot, back to cold. So kind of like March. So we'll see if we can get outside and do a few things. But today we're going to do something inside. I have a lot of ATV lights scattered around my place, my woodshed, around my garage, all around my house. I got some bright ones around the house. And they're all controlled from remote switches that I can control from in the house. So when I hear bumps in the night, I can turn on some lights and see if I can get a picture of Bigfoot. You know he's out there. You know he's just waiting to get on camera. So I get bright light. Around the house, I got a couple of 50,000 lumen lights shine out down into the woods. Here in the woodshed, I got some that shine, so if I got to come out at night to do something, I can see. And on the garage, I got a big one that shines down the lane to the woods, so if you got to go out at night, you can see. You know, and if we hear a bear or something, we get a picture of them at night, or coyotes, or whatever, or two-legged critters, you know, you never know. But here in the woodshed, last couple of days, my lights wouldn't come on when I hit the remote switch. So I did a little troubleshooting. The power supply's bad. And since these are ATV lights all around, what I got is I got power supplies that output 12 volts. You know, 30 amp power supplies, except the one in my house is 50 amp. So 30 amps enough, but 50 amp just makes the house run a little easier because I got a lot of lights around the house. This one out here went bad, and it's kind of exposed to the weather, hot and cold all the time. The one in the garage is protected, the one in the house is protected. This one out here, it is what it is. Last summer, it quit working, and I come out to investigate, and me and the wasp had a battle. There was like, I don't know, 1.5 trillion wasps inside of it or something, but when it was all said and done, I was walking away, and there was a lot of little bodies on the ground. I won. Only got stung once. And I cleaned it all out and got the mud out of it and everything, and it worked. So I kind of thought it might go bad over winter. So today we're going to replace it. And hopefully that I did the troubleshooting good and that was it. We're under a flood watch, but I got to tell you, where I live, unless I see Noah's grandson come floating by, I ain't worried about a flood. I'm up high, pretty high. On my land, I got very little land on the. My house sits up on a ridge, up on the hill. And I think the mountain here is 1,500 feet or so. I don't know, whatever it is, but we're pretty high. So flood's not a worry. But it's supposed to get stormy this evening, and the ground's saturated anyway from the snow melt, and we're supposed to get a couple inches of rain today. So if we get real stormy, probably get some more blowdowns, free firewood. So it is what it is. So at any rate, I'll get things set up here and we'll get ready to change this power supply. All right. Right here's the remote controlled switch where the power supply plugs into. So we'll unplug that. Now the power supply's got no power to it. And I can control this switch from in the house and turn the lights on and off at will. But can't turn them on now. Their will is they ain't coming on. So I use these here little cheapo power supplies from Amazon. I forget what they are. They're like $29, something like that. I get 3-4 years out of them. I'm happy. And here it is. And it's got 3 positive and 3 negative outputs, so you can put different circuits on it. And it's got a inputs for line 110 in there, or you can switch them over and put in 240 if you need to, but it's got 3 positive outs and 3 negatives out. Now that's what we got. Here in the woodshed, there's one of the ATV lights, that's big one here in the middle. And then I got a small one right there on each end. And I got one up there and one over here. So I got 3 shining towards the wood and 2 shining out here into the open area. Okay, continuing on. Okay, I hope the rain doesn't make too much noise and make this video unviewable. But here is the power supply that's bad. So we've already got it unplugged, no juice. So now we'll disconnect all the lines. First start. Input. And you get 6 or 8 lines to take off. The 2 inputs I just took off. Now we have the 3 negative outputs and the 3 positive outputs. And being how these are ATV lights, you want to get the input, the positives and the negatives correct. You know, just like you put them on an ATV or a truck, you want it to DC to be correct. Don't want to run it backwards, or you might have issues. Now, take the old power supply down off the wall. Got 2 little screws on brackets here holding it on. I knew I'd drop one. I see it, I think. Maybe. Yep, got it. All right. Try and be more careful and not drop the next one. But as a geezer, I'm used to dropping stuff. Do that a lot. All right, here we go. Hang on to the power supply. There's the old one, piece of junk. Lay it over there out of the way. Take the new one. It's got some little mount holes in it already. Got to use short screws though. If you use long screws, you might short out onto the circuit board. So you got to watch that. But since I'm reusing the ones that held the old one on, we know they're good. Get her started. See if we can get the other one started without losing it. Give me the hole. Get the screwdriver on the screw. And it just dawned on me I forgot to bring the remote control with me. But the remote control outlet also has an override on it, so we'll be good. I think that's the hole there. Nope. Yep. I think it started. All right. This is one of them jobs I figured it wouldn't take long, but many of you will know what I mean when I say those jobs we think ain't going to take long sometimes take all day. Just the nature of the beast sometimes. These little short screws seem to take forever to get in. Come on, baby. Get in there. All right. Got it. Yeah, finish tightening this top one. Where'd the little slot go? There it is. Got him. All right, here we go. All right, now we'll put the wire. They got a little plastic cover over here if we get it to stay up. Sometimes it'll step, sometimes it won't. Now we switch back to the Phillips. Loosen up all our screws. Come on, a little bit here, there. A little bit here, there. 3 down. On the 3rd one. 5 to go. Here we go. There's a big truck. So, I guess we'll take the rain and the thunderstorms as a good sign spring's getting close. The neighbor cut down a big old dead pine tree last fall and said I could have it if I wanted. Even though I got plenty of standing dead and blowdowns and stuff here, I have a hard time turning down free wood, so I went up and started working on it yesterday while it was warm. Okay. We got them all loose. Stupid cover don't want to stay up. It's supposed to stay up. Something must be flipper-jawed, so we'll just deal with it best we can. When you live out here in the middle of nowhere, semi-nowhere, you get used to things being whimper-jawed and not working right. It says, how do I know I'm putting the right ones in the right place? Well, I know the first 3 are positive, and the other 3 are the negatives. And I have a little twist tie around the first 3 just to make sure they stay together. I don't grab the wrong one. A little twist tie there. Geezers make a lot of mistakes, so we try and find ways, small, simple ways, to limit the mistakes. I like simple, don't like complicated. I had too many years of complicated. That's why I stay home. I don't go much. My record for staying home is 9 days. 9 days, never left the house for nothing. Never started a truck, except to take the old red into the woods to haul logs. I'm going to try and beat that this year. See if I can go 14 days. Seems like something always comes up though. You got to run to town for something. But, this one don't want to go in. Why don't this one want to go in? Looks like he's a little fat. I'm going to put him on a diet. There he is. We squished together a little, didn't want to go around the screw. Now, we're getting there. That's the 3 negatives. The 3 positives, they're in tight. Now we'll hook up the 2 powers again. Hot goes to the first one. And the neutral goes to the second one. I know, there's no green or ground, but it's worked 6 years as it is, so it'll be all right. All right, now, with a little bit of luck, when we plug it in and turn it on, it'll work. All right, we're ready for the big test. There's the remote control switch, but it's got a button on it right there. You can press it and override it. The red light comes on, means it's on. Red light goes off, outlet's dead. So we'll plug the power supply in, push the button, voila, nothing burned up, and the lights come on. Turn the power off, and you can see. Now we turn off my work light. Up here, there it is, work lights off, ATV lights are off, push sweat lights are on, so you can see, lights are up pretty good when I get them. When the lights are on, get you turned around here so you can see, and they're on. They're all on now. And it lights up the woodshed pretty good, especially at night. It don't look so good in the daytime, but at night, really helps, really does a good job. So what we have here is another fabulous job done by the geezer in the woods. Power supply replaced. Here's the bad one. I may take it apart since it's raining today and see if there's something inside. Stupid diesel truck going by. See if there's something inside. It maybe made it not work that I can fix, but otherwise it's junk. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do today because of the rain. Don't even know if I'll take a walk today. At any rate, thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. You know what to do. Smash the buttons. See ya.